Welcome to Friday night. You're going to meet a good book. Dinner and boat.
And fireworks are going off the cannons.
I don't know what we're making tonight. We're talking about boats. Cleaning a boat all day.
All day.
All day. What have you been doing on the boat all day?
Well, trying to electrocute myself. So, I mean, that's always a
What have you
bonus.
been doing on the boat all day?
Well, trying to electrocute myself. There we go. So, yeah, trying to electrocute myself. Because I'm using an electric buffer while he's running a pressure washer and soap. And you put soap on the buffer and you buff. You don't buff, but you essentially wash the side of the boat, and then he'll add water to keep it so it don't dry up. And then, yeah, whole boat, 28-foot boat. So, I mean, that's fun.
How far are you?
How far am I on the 28-foot boat? I got both sides done, the transom and the deck. And the fly bridge, except for one side. One side of the fly bridge isn't done yet, and the inside of it.
Dylan's there yet.
Good evening and good morning.
Dylan and Kat.
Good, Dylan, Kathy, yeah. So,
Oh,
cool.
Dylan are two jet skis.
Yeah, hey Dylan. There's 2 jet skis that run sitting here. So if you get bored, it'd be nice to come up and so I could go on some water instead of sitting here at work all day. You kind of might get out. So
You'd be saving.
yeah, you would be saving me. And then you get to ride some cool jet skis. So
Right.
yeah, we washed the jet skis first thing in the morning. Then what did we do after that?
Well, wash. Yeah, but we didn't just wash.
I don't know if they can hear you over there.
Yeah, I
You
was
want
about to say.
the microphone?
We're not even done. One notch. Talk to us. Tell them how we washed with the soap and the butter.
Yeah, I told them about
You
that
already
on the
told them about
Trojan,
that.
the soap in the buffer. Yeah, I did that to the jet skis this morning,
How did it look?
and they look good.
What did we go on?
Oh yeah, did he make a video yet?
Oh.
No. Anywho, yesterday we fabricated a hitch onto the Fiero, so we've been towing the jet skis around with the Fiero, which is really fun, and it tows pretty well. But now you definitely know that it doesn't have back brakes. No back brakes. So, I mean, it's front brakes on that car, and you have to use the engine to slow down. A little sketchy. Don't haul anything big kind of deal. But, yeah. Anything?
Yeah.
Anything come across your food?
Dude, this is the best
So-
story of the week. Sit down, get right up in that camera, tell them. Go on, go full face. Here, turn towards you.
No, just come sit down.
In that chair?
No,
right
right
here.
here.
But I want to sit in that chair.
Here we go. All right, now look at the camera.
Chicago traffic suspicion deal.
Ah,
Understand that. All right, me. I'm famous now.
all right. Now tell them the best story of the week. What did we have? How did it go get the Trojan?
That was pretty fun. Well, I gotta watch him over there in the chair work a lot, which is pretty nice. Anywho, we go out to Hamlin Marine out there where the Trojan's stored.
You got 2 days though, right? Because we went the first day. We're gonna get it though. Remember, we went out there twice.
We did.
Yeah, look top of the camera.
Yeah, so we went out there 2 days ago to go get it, and there was a boat in the way. So then we come out the next day.
Wait, why didn't we take it the first day? They moved the boat down.
I didn't take the first day. I mean, we took it anyways the second day, even though the tire bearing or whatever.
Because we didn't have the stuff.
We could have went back.
We didn't have the stuff to get it, remember?
Right.
To single it out.
So We went 2
Tell
days
them what
ago.
happened.
2 days ago, we went out to get it. Last year, when
Talk
we
to the camera. Stare at the camera.
Anywho, last year.
Hi, Rook One.
Okay. Anywho, last year when we went up, or we went and took the Trojan up to Hamlin Marine, the wheel bearing, well, I'm checking with you, so I don't say anything wrong. Anywho, the wheel bearing was going out of it, and when they were moving it around out there, it went out like it left. So then, when we go out there, we didn't have the stuff to fix it the first day, and it was broken away. So then we came out the second day with the stuff.
Fix it. We didn't fix nothing.
We didn't, well, we ended up fixing it.
Tell us somebody else, but we just went to single it out.
That's what I'm getting at. Just hold your horses. So we go out there with stuff, not to fix it, but to be able to get it to town here. We went out with a couple jacks, a ratchet strap, not a 2-inch, like, what are those? 2-inch? Yeah, 2-inch. 2-inch strap and ratchet, and we jacked it up, took the axle and ratcheted it around the frame so the axle was off the ground. So there's 3 wheels on one side, 2 on the other. And then we put 60 pounds in each tire on the wheels that on the side was only 2 wheels, because it's missing wheel. Anyways, we decided to go out there, and you had it in 4 low, the Suburban. We put it in 4 low, just go slow, because we didn't want to 30 mile an hour. We didn't want to go too fast on it, hit any bumps or anything, have any blow ups, because then, you deal with pop tires and a lot more. So we just went slow, 4 low, 30 mile an hour, all the way almost into town. Well,
3.5 miles.
3.5 miles. And then that whole time, my uncle, Justin, who owns the boat, was behind us, and he started smelling something. And with our luck, the wheel bearing on the back tire, on the same side that only has 2 tires, decided to start leaving. So we pulled into a buddy's driveway and had to go up and get the parts to fix the second wheel bearing that went out. And then in the midst of that, we went and found the first one for the house, which it's not the axle that's supposed to be under there, but there's house drive axle and then there's 2 normal axles. So we surprisingly found the house drive axle wheel bearing, and so then we fixed the other tire. So then we had 6 tires, even though we left with 5, and then we had it back to the house the rest of the way. So that was the big expedition, and then it sat here.
How long did it take to go 8 miles?
8 miles took a day.
8 hours.
Yeah, 8 hours. It was a good amount of time. Plus, I barely had to do any work. I just had to sit there and watch it ride around. It was nice. And then we thought we had some trailer axle, like drums and everything, and wheel bearings and everything, but we couldn't find them. So that was a wasted trip all the way up to the farm and back.
What you gonna make, Kate?
I got nothing.
You can't think of anything?
Totally on. Okay,
I could break out the waffle maker.
Totally on.
Is the soup in there still?
No, Abby ate that for dinner. So they been working so hard. What? Come over here.
Yeah.
They have been working so hard for the last 2-3 days. 3 days or 4. Well, I've been gone. And I come home this afternoon at 5 and they hadn't eaten anything. They're like, we're starving.
So we can tackle.
So I made them dinner at like 7:30. Tacos, this one's favorite. So everybody is
We
like,
could break out leftover tacos.
I made some
I can
amazing soup last night. You could break out leftover tacos. But then I walk out after I've got dinner already 3/4 of the way prepared, and I'm like, dude, Friday Night Live. And everybody's already ready to eat tacos. So then I'm been sitting here for the last hour and a half trying to figure out what we're gonna make for live and stuff ourselves to that.
I won't be stuffed. Bottomless pit.
You are the bottomless pit.
What kind of a dessert can you make us?
Root beer floats.
Root beer
I think
floats.
of everyone. There's a little bit of root beer left right up there. And some vanilla. Ice cream. There's enough for like 2 people.
Yeah. I don't need a root beer float. I'm good.
Send Abby down to get a 2-liter root
A
beer.
Right.
2-liter root beer?
I'll do that.
Oh, she said she'll do it.
Yeah, just run down to Westmo and get a 2-liter A&W root beer at me.
Yeah, so that was our day. It was kind of not really off, but just kind of.
It was warm.
It was warm.
It was a pretty good July day.
Thanks for giving us a like, Rook. Everybody else, give us a like, please.
Right.
Owen,
I'll be right back.
go get. Oh, is it in here? Where's that tester?
I have no
I
idea.
think it's on the night here.
I don't think it's on the activity.
I don't know. The box is.
Was
It's
it,
out back. Probably. Most likely.
was it in the toolbox? No, you got out of the toolbox to do what?
Fierro.
Right, and when we were done with it, it went where? Is it in the box?
No, it's not in the box.
Okay.
It looks like it might be right here.
Is it right here?
It's right here.
Is it really?
Oh,
See, I wanted
Who wants it?
is it in there?
It feels like there's something in there.
I don't think so.
I think so.
Nope.
Oh, no.
You know where it is, don't you?
I do.
Owen knows where it is.
listen to me.
Oh, he might cut out. He's running out to the shop to grab. Kevin came up with, Kevin's got one, Brad's got one, a bunch of my buddies have this test. And, you guys see me, I am back there.
They can see it. Yeah, I'll move it towards you.
But anyways, so Kevin found this tester, and I'll show it to you in a second. But it's the knockoff version of the expensive one, and it works really, really well. I would jump up here on that stool to hang out with you guys, but I've been out there pounding back and forth on that stuff, on that boat for 8 hours. I've been up and down. But Owen's had that buffer just to go on buffing, and I've been back there with the water trying not to electrocute them. Show them what you got. Make sure you get it right in front of the camera.
It's in front of the camera enough, I believe. There you go.
Tell them how it works.
How it works. Hook this to your batteries. Hook this to your ground if you want to.
Your head.
You don't need to see my head, do you? Okay. These to your battery, and that gives you
Power.
up to ground.
Yeah.
And it gives this power, and then the switch is forward to ground, backwards to
Forward is one is power.
one is power,
Two is
and
ground.
Two is ground.
And then what it does is, so if you're not doing anything, it is a voltmeter. When you AC or DC. Now I'll probably only ever use it on DC version. That one actually does do AC. But so it reads the voltage, and when you touch the tip to something that's 12 volt or whatever, a little red lights up, and it tells you that it's hot. And then when you touch ground, the green light lights up. But then, like when you're doing trailer wiring, like we were the other day wiring up the trailer lights for the Fiero, you could shoot power back up it.
Yeah.
So we had it hooked up
You can make this
to the battery on the Fiero, and once we had the trailer leads out, when we're checking the wires, I just shoot power in and see which lights lit up, and it is just so nice.
It's nice and it was cheap.
And it was only, what was that thing, like $42 or something. And it came with over 40 foot of cable on it.
Yeah, we what 20 on here right now?
Oh man, and I'll tell you what, I've used them before. I used Brad's, I've used Kevin's. They're nice. We finally broke down and we got our own. And if you don't have one of those in your arsenal, I mean,
Here's our 20 foot cable.
to be honest, and it's got an ohm meter on it. And I think it's got another feature too on it. You literally, I probably could survive without ever using my multimeter and just having that.
Oh yeah.
That's how convenient it is. Because if you ain't tried one of them, Rook One, it's the cat's pullover for sure. Well, Mr. Owen, We're done cleaning both for tonight.
For tonight.
What are we gonna? Are we gonna spin wrenches? Are you, yes, you need one.
You do.
It's a game changer. I just can't tell you how nice it is. And then the nicest thing on it is they were smart enough to put a little ground lead with an alligator clip on the probe. So, like, say you just want to test a light bulb with it, you have a ground lead right here to ground the bulb, and then shoot power through it. Or 100 other things. A trailer light assembly unit. You making me one of them?
Mm-hmm.
Well, see, get over to the camera so they can. Oh, it's cooking now. Oh, it's cooking.
There.
There you go. I can do this. I don't have the link handy or whatever for it, but I can tell you this is the brand that we got. That is the brand of tester that we got. All right. So, frosty cold mugs, and then warm root beer. And I know you're gonna say, huh? But we do the warm root beer for the floats because between the ice cold mug.
Here you go, Armstrong.
And is that ice cream that frozen?
No, my arms are just really sore.
He's been holding on to that buffer all day. So we do the warm pop because between the ice cold mug and this ice cold ice cream, we're gonna have cold pop.
You got the wrong kind of beer in that frosty mug, Rick says.
You know, there might be truth to that after today. Actually, it's not today. It was the other day when the trailer bearing let go on the way to town.
Yeah.
There we go. Here we go.
Ooh, you want a pink straw
They're
or green
floating.
straw?
Green.
I'm going party.
I'm not going pink on camera.
I'm going party.
There we go. 2 root beer floats. Okay. Oh,
What? You don't like my pink straw?
it's been a long week.
No, send it up so that way your camera.
We've been abandoned. Yeah, come on, come up. Right there. Should be good.
Hop up.
We were abandoned.
We got more ice cream.
Katie, just a bit. Up a little.
I
You
need ice
got my
cream.
forehead cut off.
And nobody needs to see your forehead.
She abandoned us, left us to fend for ourselves.
It's okay.
How we made it this far, I don't even know.
Restaurant.
I mean, you're not wrong. But then you're also not right.
El Rancho. We
Yeah.
did make it to El Rancho this week.
Yeah.
Wrong. So what's coming this next week? The fishing tournament is Friday, but that ends at 1 o'clock.
Kevin says need more ice cream. Currently 99 here. It's
No.
hot.
Kathy says it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not Kevin.
Kathy, sorry. I'm reading from a
99. Ooh.
Yeah. No.
No,
No.
we're good. You keep that. Although we did have hurricanes blow through, but it missed Bloodington. The big hurricane storm. When was that? 2-3 days ago. Oh, it got the whole south end of the state.
Yeah, that was a little like a week ago.
99 degrees. Ugh.
Yeah, what's the heat at?
I'm afraid to ask Dylan what the weather's like in Chicago. He said he was in Chicago, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Chicago traffic is pushing me over the edge.
Oh, you poor bastard, Dylan.
Language.
Yeah. Yeah, this, and then to top it all off, now I guess if you buy the $100 tester,
you get 2 LED light bulbs on it for a flashlight. The $40 one only came with one, but it even has the little light, so when you're probing at night or up under a dash, it's got a light on it. It's nice though, like say you're doing fuses, or you're checking, you're checking for a fuse, you can just check both sides. But then if you do have a blown fuse, you can just push the button and send power to the other side. It's nice. It's nice. It's one of those tools that you get it and you wonder, how did I ever survive without one of these? And what was funny is I know exactly how me and Owen were surviving without one. Literally the last week or two, we were walking around with a 3/4 inch LED in our pocket, using it as a test light. True story.
And I wear all the trailers.
And then he's holding out on y'all. Come on, get over here in the shop, buddy. Here, we just no. You slide your stool down.
Oh boy.
Here we go. He's holding out on you guys, so let's see if we got him in there.
What did I do?
Oh yeah. Well, where were we for 2.5 hours last night? It wasn't the strip club.
Oh. It was over with Jet Boat Dan. And Jet Boat Dan has a 5.3 LS. No, 6.0?
6.0.
6.0 LS in his jet boat.
With a cam.
With a cam, and yeah.
Doing about 450 plus horsepower.
Yeah. And so I went over there and talked to him. Well, him and me went over there and talked to him. More you talking than me.
We waited for him to get up here from Chicago. Well, not Illinois.
Yeah.
But we waited for him to get up here. And if you go get the ECM, if he gets his ECM out before he goes back down,
he has his stuff to clear VAX, which is Vehicle Anti-Theft System, which makes it not usable if you don't get rid of that.
And what else did he say he'd do for you?
He'd turn off a couple things.
Like
right?
Everything that needs to be turned off?
Yeah, like everything that needs to be turned off. Like sensors and stuff that would cause me problems. So.
And put a tune in it.
And put a tune in it and everything. Basically the whole dealio if I get it out and in my boat.
Set it up for speed density so it doesn't need a mass airflow sensor.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
So you're going to get an ECM program?
Yeah.
Are you going to get that out tonight?
I tried to get it out last night, and then what did we do? Wandered around. Like literally I got like my tool grid and light and everything, and then, hey, come up here. And then we wandered around till what, 4 a.m?
Oh. We don't wander around.
We did some things. We messed with the actual V drive. The funny fact. So that V drive with the gears in it, it has a smaller gear on top and a bigger gear on top for the 1.11 revolution. So the
ratio is 1.11.
Yes, to 1. Because the bottom shaft spins 1 revolution while the top one hooked up to the motor.
It's not overdriven. It could be overdriven, but it's actually underdriven.
Yeah.
Because the engine's turning 1.11 to 1.
Yeah. Anyway, with that 17 pitch on there with a 12-inch diameter or whatever, we need to spin 6,900 or 6,950 revolutions per minute to do 100 mile an hour. But now if we flip the gears upside down, so the big one was on top and it was 1 revolution of the engine to 1.11 revolution of the shaft, we could drop down to a 14 pitch.
Right.
And still get 100 mile an hour.
Yeah, we were running all the numbers last night, all the different possibilities. Because in that V drive, that gear set, it doesn't make a difference top or bottom. You
could swap them.
You can they will switch shafts
Mhm.
and run the same, and they're not angle cut or anything. They're straight cut gear, so there's nothing specific to them. Just put them in however you want them to run. So we were running some numbers last night in his V drive. If he gets the 5.3 in there and the 17 pitch,
It's too much to spin.
too much, we could turn it from an underdrive gearbox
over.
because right now the it's a 1.1 to 1 ratio. Engine turns 1.11 to 1 shaft revolution. So for every shaft revolution of the engine, you're only turning like 0.9 on the propeller. We could flop that.
So
we could speed that propeller up instead of slowing it down.
Yeah.
And then we could drop down to a smaller pitch, smaller diameter possibly. So it's just something we were kind of toying around, looking at some stuff. And then we don't know if we were looking, and we don't know. We think they had that V drive way overfilled with oil.
Yeah, so the amount of oil that came out of it was so the compartment, you have your 2 gears, and you have a fill plug that you pull out to put oil in, and then there's a plug in the back that he's guessing that is the fill level plug, because when you look at the case, the bottom gear sits below, the bottom of the gear sits below that plug line if it's sitting flat, and it's supposed to fling oil and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm thinking you don't need oil up to that second gear because it's gonna.
Yeah.
Because the second you start it, whether it's engaged or disengaged,
both
the
gears
gears turn no matter what.
Yeah.
Because the engagement is
It's
on
down.
the output shaft going to the propeller.
Yes.
So it's never, when the motor's running, those gears are turning.
Yes.
And I don't think the bottom gear is supposed to be fully submerged in oil.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so. Because there's not a drain plug on the bottom, but there is a drain plug that far up the side of the case.
Or,
which would put that lower gear in about a quarter of the gear would be in a oil bath.
Yes.
And then
flinging it
right.
Getting everything else coated in.
So we think they just didn't know any better
and filled the half the case with oil.
Just filled the case up with oil, which means that we put the right amount of oil in there, it might not even leak any oil.
Yeah.
But we're gonna redo one of the gaskets, and I'm gonna O-ring one of the shafts, the shifter shaft.
Yeah. That's what we could have. We kind of could have done.
The ice cream's gonna melt.
And
We'll put it away.
it's just milk in theory.
Yeah, see, he gets in front of the camera, and that's it. He's gone. So
See, now I'm gone. They don't even see me no more.
So we were working. We're looking at over. It's been a busy week. Hitches on heroes, jet skis fixed. It's been a busy
A
week.
clean boat.
Clean boat. Wheel bearings just exploding.
That's
Yeah. The yard that had the boat in storage had the 27-foot Trojan head in storage. We knew that the bearing was bad last year when we took it out there. I heard it. I could tell.
It was going bad.
But it was still intact. And I know it was still intact because when I dropped it off, the outer grease cup was missing. And so you could see the bearing was still there. It just wasn't happy. Well, when they were moving the boat in and out of storage and around the yard, that outer bearing let go. So we showed up and no outer bearing. And the tire just kind of leaning on there. And then we thought, well, we'll just take that tire off. That's 5. We'll make it. Yeah, we exploded. 3.5 miles later, we exploded. I mean, exploded another wheel bearing. And this time it was an inside one on the back axle.
But that don't really make sense if you think about it, because we took off the front wheel of the 3 wheels, and then the back one went when the middle one had the most weight and pressure. It's protein.
Well, he's in there, and I seen him get sucked into my straw, but I stopped. But I got one more. It's just a little one. It's not a mosquito. It's like one of those little. Yeah, like an ant. But I got
Aren't
one
they
more
protein?
drink. It's my last drink.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I'm on my own.
You can make that.
Been on my own
decision.
for 3 days.
You can make that decision. That's your last decision.
Yeah.
Less maintenance with my belt.
Driven VJ.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's gone now.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm guessing you're right, Rook. I'm guessing that there's less maintenance. I don't know though. Oh, and then we were out there just piddling around because that's what we were doing last night.
We really were.
We really were just kind of piddling around. When we were supposed to be pulling it. Tonight you'll pull the ECM instead of piddle with the V drive.
Yeah. Well, that's what I meant to do last night, but
Yeah. Good one, Kathy. She said he won't eat much.
Yeah.
He ain't eating nothing now. He was a small bug in a big world.
yeah. Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
I'll let you know if I get a tickle in my throat.
Yeah.
So, but we were, so in the adventures of piddling around last night, though, just kind of looking over everything, now that we're kind of like getting really close, like to the V drive going together, then it was like, well, pull the drive shaft out. And the drive shaft was built right in Grand Rapids according to the sticker, and the drive shaft is in excellent shape.
Excellent shape.
So, because we pulled it out of the safety
Safety
house.
tube.
Yep. So, we're getting close. No, you'll have to get hustling.
Well, if you don't fall asleep by the time I get the stuff out of the truck. Oh no, you were up there with pressure washer half the day.
I was. I am tired.
I was the one holding the buffer walking around the boat.
Hey, you don't even let them fool you. I jumped in and got 3/4 of the way down one side of the hull.
One side of the hull. Then I did
by myself. I didn't have nobody hold the hose for me or nothing.
Yeah.
Right. All by myself. I got 3/4 of the way down that hull.
Then that makes up for me doing the other side of the boat, the rest of that side of the boat, the transom, the deck, the fly bridge.
Yeah, but he didn't have to get the whole. I was standing there the whole time. So
with the water. So I mean, it's even now, right?
Right. That's how I figured it.
Yeah.
No, we're probably. So we'll have to make a video on how we deep clean an old boat. So he's got concentrate soap, heavy duty concentrate.
You do.
Yeah. Well, you do. You had the buffer.
I did.
So he's got the buffer, and we're just, instead of loading the wheel with compound, we load it with soap.
Yes.
So it's just straight concentrate soap. Then we wet the side, and then he just wheels over with that soap.
Mm-hmm.
And it just, because you could be out there scrubbing as hard as you want to scrub, and you ain't going to do nothing compared to that buffer sitting there running, even at slow speed at 1,000 RPM.
Yeah, that's all I
right.
thought
It
of that.
And it's just swirling, and it just cleans it. So we clean the hull. We're cleaning the gel coat like that. Then it'll dry out tonight. Now, like some of the chalkiness comes off and all the dirt comes off, and it's really clean. So tomorrow we'll fire up the buffers
with the compound.
And then we'll wheel it out. And then it doesn't take as much compound. It doesn't take as long because the hull's all really clean.
Yeah.
The only thing is in between the two steps, don't touch it, don't look at it, don't get near it because it'll get dirty. Because there's nothing protecting the gel coat
anymore.
Right. And so you don't want to get no dirt on it. But then we'll compound it tomorrow, and it'll just mirror right up, and then we'll wax. Then we'll put the protective wax on top of it.
Yep.
And it works. It's an extra step, but realistically, the amount of time spent scrubbing on the boat this way cuts the buffing time in half, the compound time. So I don't know which is, I don't know if you're gaining. Well, you're gaining, the one thing you're gaining is you're not just shooting nasty screwed up compound everywhere. It's not, you're not flying off dirty compound, because
Great.
literally tomorrow when we buff, it'll be just a little compound and she'll mirror right up to a finish. Yeah. So, but yeah, I should make a video sometime. I was making a video we did about, well, and the other thing about doing it that way is you don't have to usually take as much off to get the shine to luster up, because anytime you're compounding, you're removing material. So if you start with a really squeaky clean area, it doesn't, you don't have to cut off as much material to get that shine. Well, because if you're buffing on a dirty surface, you got to buff the dirt off to get to the clean. So you're just sanding off material. Where if you're buffing on a clean surface, it seems you don't have to cut as much. So that's why we do it that way.
Yep.
So what else you got, son? Oh, and he put out his first video all on his own, edited and everything.
It's not that hard. I've done it before, just not for our channel.
Yeah. He's gonna put out some more.
Yeah.
And we're gonna put out the Fiero trailer hitch video.
Even though there's no video of us working on it.
Well, that little hitch job was gonna be an hour. It really was. It was just gonna be. We're just gonna put a little hitch on there, and I think it was 4.5 hours by the time we had the hitch done.
Yeah.
But it's nice.
It's
simple, and it's nice, and it's solid. It held him, then it held me, and then it held 300 and some pounds when he hopped on there. We won't mention no names.
I'm just saying jumped.
Yeah, and he jumped 300 and some pounds jumping up and down. So it's good for a jet ski, a small jet boat. I mean, it's good. Our little trailers, it's good.
We drive.
No, the V drive. I'm sure it'll hold the V drive. Maybe not right now. I mean, I'm sure it'll hold it.
Well,
right now it's kind of
tongue weight.
Right now it's tongue heavy, but it won't be when the engine's in the back.
Yeah.
So we got that going.
Yep.
So, and I mean, we're here for you guys. No food tonight. Oh, that's not true. We had float.
That was good.
Not. What are munchies?
I know what there is.
He's
loaded up on sugar tonight.
Well, we have to have all this energy. Got lemon cream cookies.
Oh, I just want one.
I want
just
two.
One. Oh, you have two.
Or three.
Or
the rest of them.
I thought they were the key lime ones.
Those are only
We had the key lime ones.
special occasion something or other.
I like them.
I've not seen them anywhere except for Aldi.
So, anything else exciting? No. Oh, there's one other big, wasn't important to me really, but Owen sure was happy to get his fishing pole.
I got my fishing pole. I finally got my fishing pole back. Best thing that's ever happened this year. I got my fishing pole back. And then I went down and caught a 20-some inch dogfish. It was amazing.
Oh, and I'm forgetting it's been 2 weeks though since we were live. So guys, geez, my bad. There's no 22-foot Donzie behind me right now either.
Yeah, that's out.
The cover is on there.
Yeah.
You got a picture? Katie's got pictures. We'll show you. She's gonna. Hey, give me another cookie.
I'm gonna have one.
I'm gonna have one and another one. Oh, there are only two left. Here, we can't. Here, you want one?
Here.
There. Ooh, I got pictures, guys. Here we
I gotta
go.
put it up on my page.
That's funny.
So she did the boat cover, guys. Okay. So that's the cover.
Hi Daisy, say hi. Daisy.
Hi, Daisy.
Hi, Daisy.
Hi Kristen.
Hi,
There's
Tristan.
the cover from the front, guys.
It really does look weird with an inverted stripe.
Yeah, but there's the interior in the boat, guys. Let's see here. There we go. There it is. It turned out nice. Oh, and there's the jet boat interior. I guess I'll flip through it. Anybody never seen the jet boat interior and the Jeep interior? This is her file for all the interior stuff she's doing. So, but anyways,
Thanks, Kristen.
here we go back a little real quick. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Yeah, I'll tuck and roll. That was her winter project.
Kathy says looks
I
great.
think it turned out nice. So, and you can't see it, but right here in the top of the windshield, there's pockets for the little. There, you can see them right there.
I was gonna say there's another picture.
No.
There you go.
Those are the little wind flaps that are in the windshield.
Yeah.
So that happened while we were gone over the holiday live.
Right.
That got out of here finally. Hi, Rem.
Hi, Rem.
How you doing, buddy? Oh.
Oh, no. There's another root here.
the plane. That's funny. I get that joke. Do you get that joke?
I don't know if I get that joke. Nothing's coming to mind, hon.
She doesn't. She says she doesn't get the joke. The plane.
No.
Unless it's in school.
She doesn't get it. Kathy's over laughing right now. I know she is. The plane. She knows that TV show. Fantasy, bingo. Fantasy Island.
I've never even heard of it.
Yeah. Fantasy. How have you never heard of Fantasy Island? Okay, for
I'm a
anybody
different
that doesn't know,
generation.
because Rem, I know you're watching. You've never seen Fantasy Island, so we'll go multi-generational education right now.
Oh boy, I'm learning
Kathy,
something.
Old show, yeah. So, Fantasy Island was an hour-long TV show where you went to Fantasy Island and your fantasy, whatever, dream, wish, whatever, kind of came true. But if I remember right, I don't think they ever, like, it was like that. Be careful what you wish for; you just might get it. And at the end, it returns to normal. I think. I don't know. It's been a long time since I watched it. I always thought, but I was young when that was on. I always thought some of the episodes were kind of creepy. Now you got to watch it. I'm sure we can find it on YouTube.
The plane episode.
Well, that was the little short, like, butler guy was a midget named Tattoo, and he'd always go, "Boss, the plane,"
Oh.
and that's the people coming into Fantasy Island.
Oh.
So there we, and then in your favorite movie, That's My Boy, he's got the tattoo of the plane of tattoo. He got a tattoo of tattoo. See, Owen knows that.
That's all stretched out.
Yeah. Huh? All right, anyways, there we go.
I learned
TV
something.
history.
Learned something.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, if I remember right, like, you got your dream, your fantasy, but like in the end, like they never. I don't think they ever, like, it was kind of like the be careful what you wish for thing. I gotta watch a couple episodes because I don't remember.
Yeah, I think.
But
I think
that's correct, right, Kathy? Like, it was like it wasn't like happily ever after, I don't think. I'm not saying they didn't switch up with some episodes. I mean, let's see, forgotten classics. Fantasy Island, The Love Boat.
Oh, I've heard that one.
Oh, one that you probably haven't heard about, BJ and the Bear. It was in the late 70s, and it was a trucking TV show. I think it ran 2 seasons.
I've never seen it before, but it seems like it's a good show. I would have to watch it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd have to go watch it. I'll have to go watch an episode now because, man,
Hey, Brooke, guess what we're doing as soon as the live's over?
Fixing a VJ.
Yeah, we are not watching Fantasy Island as soon as, well, she might be, but I'm not watching that as soon as live. You'll have to watch a couple episodes and then you can report back next week on what it was.
Then
Silver
I can relate to your
Spoons.
generation.
Silver Spoons. I remember Silver Spoons. I'm trying to think of a couple other ones that were just BJ and the Bear. I think that came out either right before or right after Smokey and the Bandit.
That's gotta be before because I never.
No. It's a TV show,
Yeah,
not a movie.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying that's probably why they made Smokey and the Bandit. It's because that had some following or something, you know.
And then there's some forgotten TV classics, but one of my favorite ones was Riptide.
Oh,
You know, Riptide. I think that ran 3 seasons in the 80s. Yep.
Is that the one? Which one?
That's the one with the pink helicopter, the Corvette, and there's a big boat in Marina, and then I think they got a speedboat too, and a robot.
Robot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen that one either.
If you watch it today, it's so cheesy. It is so cheesy. It is cheese with extra cheese with a sprinkle of cheesiness. It is that cheesy.
That's sad. 'Cause when I was thinking about making something for dinner tonight, I wished we had cheese in the fridge.
You know, right?
I was like, man, I could do so much with just a bag of cheese.
I'm trying to think if there was anything cheesier than. I mean, Riptide wasn't that. I don't know. It was like there was all those TV shows like Magnum and
Dude, I can talk
and Miami Vice, and it was just like they had all of those go on through the 80s, right? And I think Riptide was in the mid 80s or something, and it was like, hey, what happens if we took something from every single hit TV show and put it in one? Yeah. Well, it runs about 2 or 3 seasons and dies. I'm not ducking it off. Right. We didn't watch a lot of TV until we got cable vision. Because we didn't get cable vision until like 82.
Cheesy, though, you want to talk about cheesy?
You know, I feel like this comment deserves a microphone.
No, I mean, not really. I'm just like, if you want to talk about cheesy, all you got to do is go back and look up children's programming from the 70s and the 80s, like teen children's programming. That's all I was going to say. That stuff is cheesy. It was bad. Like cringeworthy cheesy.
What about Thundercats?
No, live.
Oh,
Not cartoons, live. Yeah, Nate loves Thundercats. I barely remember that.
What's Thundercat?
I mean, Mr. Rogers.
That was good though.
Dude, Mr. Rogers.
Yeah.
Have you seen the meme going around lately?
Yeah.
Mr. Rogers is talking about how girls are girls and girls can have babies and boys are boys and boys can't. Dude, that's like just awesome.
Yeah.
I've been laughing every time I see that pop up.
Yeah.
You know, Mr. Rogers knew which bathroom.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Oh yeah,
that-
Saved by the Bell.
Saved by
Hey,
the Bell.
that's my generation.
No,
I can relate to that.
Doogie, what was it? Doogie Howser, MD, the kid that was the doctor.
Kid, yeah, but that was like I didn't have cable at that point, but I remember that Doogie Howser,
No.
the MD, and yeah,
No.
I watched a lot of Saved by the Bell.
Hey, can't forget Fresh
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
I used to have that song memorized. I used to be able to sing it.
There's a lot of.
Yeah.
I laugh though. It's funny because some of the 80s stuff seems really cheesy, but a lot of the 70s TV stuff is. Oh, there we go. Where's some jerky? That
What?
sounds good. Snacking on jerky at 10:50.
There you go. That's what I was trying to do, like some kind of appetizer, and we just had
Now
nothing
I want beef jerky.
put together.
Ate the cookies. We had the float. We don't have no beef jerky.
No.
That sounds good.
Hey, I got gizzards on the stove.
Huh?
You can have a gizzard.
Yeah. Where are those?
They're boiling. I was so
Where, over on that stove?
weird story, and I don't know because
Here,
I
come
didn't
over
get
and be in the shop.
gizzards out of a turkey every Thanksgiving. When you make turkey, we always just chop it up with the liver and the heart and throw it in and make stuffing, you know. Well, I got a package of gizzards dropped off to me, like, I don't know, probably a dozen or something, and I'm like, I don't know what to do with them. It's off season, and I'm not making stuffing. So I started looking online. I was like, who the heck uses gizzards in the recipe, like as the main dish or main ingredient? Well, Puerto Rico does. It's a Mexican dish, and I can't pronounce it, but it's something pollo, chicken gizzard stew. So I'm literally been boiling chicken gizzards for like an hour and a half, and I'm gonna try chicken gizzard stew, and we're gonna see how that works. So they're over there boiling on the stove, but
That's not fair, Rook. I seen 70s, and I just literally was going to start saying, and every one that I was going to say, All in the Family, Happy Days, Laverne, you already got in the damn comment. And those are probably the three
that's
best.
like the top of the Nick at Night shows.
Wait. No, wait. We get Starsky and Hutch, and Kojak and Hawaii Five-0.
Missed it.
And probably the best, although it ran into the 80s, but I think it started in the 70s. And one of the few classic ones that you watch them today, and they're still not cheesy, Rockford Files. Ooh, Adam 12. That was the cop car one.
Oh, Adam 12. Yeah, like totally Nick at Night shows. That's how I know these shows. Nick at Night.
Well,
I
there's that.
mean, maybe it wasn't Nick at Night, but it was like one
No,
of
it
those
was
where
Nick
they
at
put them
Night.
in. Yeah.
No.
Chips. I remember that.
Chips
Yeah.
still on.
What's the one that had
Rockford
he
Files.
played
though.
he played Gulliver's, he played the guy from Gulliver's Travels, the movie, and he was in a Cheers. Right? Isn't that the name of the show?
Cheers?
He was in Cheers.
You mean the Woody Harrelson?
No, what's the other guy's name?
Sam Malone was the character name.
No, he played Gulliver in Gulliver's Travels, the movie.
I thought you were talking about Cheers, the bar.
Well, yeah, doesn't he play? No, he doesn't play in that. I'm thinking of the other show. Cheers is the bar.
Cheers is the bar
Yeah.
with Norm and everything, and Cliff. Yeah, and then my
I remember
favorite
Cheers because I
Dancing with the
remember-
Stars star, Christy Alley,
Yes.
right?
Now I can't think of his name. Somebody's got to know his name.
Yo, the only season of Dancing with the Stars that I watched every show was Christy Alley. She worked for it that season. I don't think she won either, but I
don't think so.
But that was she was a little plump.
Yeah, when
At the
she
time.
started that.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, she was always up and down though.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jeez. Which just brings me to Look Who's Talking. And Look Who's Talking Too. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Was she in those?
Oh yeah, her and Travolta. John Travolta.
Oh,
And the baby.
That's Look Who's Talking.
Yeah.
I was thinking about the one where the three of them are dad.
Ted Danson.
Ted Danson.
Yeah, I know that movie, but that's who I was talking about. Was Gulliver's Travels? Ted Danson in the TV show.
What is the one where the three of them
Abby? That's
get the kid dropped off?
Yeah, that's 3 Men and a Baby.
3 Men and a Baby.
Turn that on.
Boy, that was a hard one.
You can wire a car and figure. What's the one with the 3 Men and the Baby? Oh.
It's been a long day.
Anyway.
Oh, yeah. 3 minutes. Boy, there was a whole. Oh, boy, we're. Now you got me going down those popular movies though that were like.
But I missed a lot of those.
City Slickers.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one was good.
That was good. Oh.
Yeah.
What was it we watched on VHS the other day?
Fast and the Furious.
No, before Fast and the Furious. We had a
I wasn't watching. Oh, outdoors. The outdoors.
Oh, the Great Outdoors.
Great Outdoors.
We hooked up the VHS player just so we could watch The Great Outdoors.
Yeah.
That is a classic. Well, he did it. He ate it all. All that's left is the grizzle and the fat. John Candy's sitting there like.
Oh,
that is a classic.
That's good.
There's a few of those that are definitely because I love old classics. I mean, my favorite is To Have or Have Not, and then we got a bunch of those.
Back a ways from The Great Outdoors.
You're right, but I mean, Maltese Falcon, all those. What's the one? The other one.
I'm hanging high and dry here, hon. That other one?
No.
You mean this one?
No, not Maltese Falcon. Bogart there. The
Key Largo?
No, well, that's a good one. I like Key Largo. We have that one.
You said to have and have not. Casablanca?
Casablanca. That's one I said. Casablanca. Like I like all the old.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off. That's an absolute classic.
Right.
That's a good one.
But you do have you do have those generational they're iconic films for that generation.
Well, that's like all the Brat Pack movies and Molly Ringwald and the Brat Pack people, Sweet 16 and or 16 Candles.
I think 16 Candles was the best one out of those.
I don't know. Weird Science is pretty good. When Emmett was like 3 or 4 years old, Emmett put Weird Science in all the time. Emmett liked Weird Science. Yeah, he was little. He was so little.
You think the Me Too movement would have a problem with 2 teenagers building a girl on a computer today?
I'm sure they want it to be something other than a girl.
Well, I wasn't thinking. I don't put those. I mean, they're kind of iconic, but I mean, they're not like I think Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Like if you're going through a timeline of like hit movies that are kind of iconic, Ferris Bueller's Day would be in there, like with the '90s, with like Top Gun would be in there. Like you like these, could make like these were big, huge movies because like Maltese Falcon. It doesn't really go with some of the other stuff like Key Largo. Is more of a. I mean, it does and it doesn't. Yeah, I don't know. Some of those will go together. Her favorite movie, though, if nobody's seen it, know we've talked about it before, but it's been a while. Is
Moontide.
Moontide.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
Ida Lupino and Jean Gabon, or Jean Gabon, however you pronounce it. I think it's Gabon.
He was French.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very French. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good movie. So.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. Next week there'll be food, maybe, or Dylan will be here. It could go either way. Maybe we'll have Kevin or Dylan guest cooking. That's what we need.
Yeah.
A guest cook.
I don't know. I mean, it's just hard to top the freaking turtle burgers. I mean, I just feel like there's just nothing. Like, I could have probably whipped up something tonight, but in the back of my mind, I'm going, ain't nothing gonna top those turtle burgers. It's like,
Oh.
no.
Well, we love all you guys. Everybody have a good night. Until next week, there'll be some videos coming out. We're just kind of been swamped and trying to keep up with the work and get out the videos. But there is tons of video stuff coming.
Yeah.
Good night, Irene.
Good night, Irene. See you next week.
It's been so long since I closed the camera. You guys are still live. Okay, good night, Irene.